What is going on, guys? B-Man27 here, and welcome back to another video. Today is Mod Tool Monday number 11. I did do one last week because there wasn't really any mods, and I didn't really feel like doing like a subpar video on not very great mods. So today we got 4 pretty good mods that I'm excited to share with you. So I guess let's just hop into the first one. The first one for today is Buried Remastered. This map is a work in progress, so it makes sense that it isn't perfect. It isn't really very smooth looking, but it is pretty decent. This is obviously a remade version of Buried from Black Ops 2 that was put into Black Ops 3 and is not yet complete. Unfortunately, but not surprisingly, there is no Leroy. It would make this mod so much cooler, but there aren't enough assets or things to go off of to be able to add a Leroy-like character into this game. Maybe if Sherrick actually adds in full mod tools and not just have them be in beta anymore, it would be possible, but I still don't think so because it's from Black Ops 2 and not from Black Ops 3. This map has a ton of Black Ops 2 weapons, which is really good since it's a Black Ops 2 map. The starter pistol is a cowboy western looking pistol that's similar to the one you can get in the actual Buried map, but it's slightly different and it has a different name. There is no paralyzer for the same reason there is no Leroy, but they do have a ray gun Mark II. The main downside about this map is that it is a work in progress and only has the main spawn area and the outside area where the box is. The one gun I wish there was here and is actually possible to have is the AN-94. I guess it's basically the same thing as the KN-44 but better, but it was the main gun I'd buy on Buried using the chalk drawing, so I wish it were in this map. Buried Remastered was a great addition to the Steam Workshop, and I'm glad to see that someone is doing this. And also a side note, if you haven't been able to tell already, I'm kind of sick. Like, it's not really that bad, like I don't feel bad, just like my nose is stuffed up. I guess it's allergies or whatever they call it. This map, or whatever you want to call it, is the Destructible Environment map. This map just basically has a bunch of buildings around the whole area that are destructible, and you can buy different weapons like rocket launchers and ray guns and stuff to shoot the things down. There isn't actually any zombies in this, it's just kind of for playing around and testing things. But this concept I personally can see easily being put into maps in the future if you could easily transfer it over somehow. I don't know exactly how this works, and I don't know if that would be even possible to like transfer it over, but it would be a cool thing since we haven't really seen a destructible environment in zombies before. I think it is a really great idea, and it was fun to get the gameplay for this because I just like ran around and destroyed everything. The one thing that was kind of disappointed is that I thought that the shield would be able to bash and break the walls, but even the rocket boost wouldn't do anything. Hopefully that will be added in the future if possible, because it is just one more way to destroy things. This creation basically just lays the groundwork for what could come in the future with more mods potentially using this feature. The next map on this list is the Shotgun Challenge. This is a rather large, expansive map that is interesting to play. The basis of it is that the only guns you can use in the whole map are shotguns. Unfortunately, there is no box, so you have to buy all of the shotguns off the wall, which isn't so bad anyways. I guess the main advantage of wall buys is that you can buy more ammo when you run out, plus there aren't a whole lot of guns to choose from anyway, so having a box would be a little pointless. This map has every perk possible, and it has no perk limit to go along with that. It has so many soul jars you have to fill up to make any progress in this map, which is actually kind of annoying, but you do get used to it, and it isn't really that bad. The main good thing is that they give you rewards and it gives you something to go for instead of just running around and killing zombies. You actually have to kill them in a certain location. The unfortunate side is the amount of them, and like there's just so many of them, and then to get to Pack-a-Punch and other guns you have to fill all the soul jars. They do take a good amount of zombies as well, so it's not just like 5 or 6 zombies, like they take at least 10. One thing that I think this map could improve on is importing shotguns from other games rather than just Black Ops 3. There are so many shotguns in different games, but there's only a few in Black Ops 3. It would make it more fun just to test out different guns and find which one you like the most, so you can use that instead of having 2 guns that are semi-good for high rounds. Also, one thing is that I couldn't find where the haymaker was, although I'm sure you can get it somehow. I'm pretty sure that they just made it kind of more hard to find, since it is mostly recognized as the best shotgun in Black Ops 3 Zombies. I assumed that it was just me not being very keen on finding it, rather than just not being there to find at all. One last cool feature is that it has the George Romero boss that has been in previous You Always Win Zombies maps, which adds an extra layer of difficulty even though you are using shotguns, which are pretty good against bosses most of the time. The last mod in today's episode is a remake of the World of War custom map Stairway to Hell. I've never played the original, but I bet it's basically the exact same thing. I'm sure they just like added in the shield and stuff, maybe a few other guns, I'm not sure, but I wouldn't imagine they changed it a whole lot. This map has a very interesting design and is actually rather unique. It is pretty fun to play, especially with all of the imported guns from previous games added in. The main idea is that each door you buy reveals a new platform and staircase that leads to the next, slightly more expensive door. The final doors get to the point where they're very expensive and it would take a while to save up enough points to get. The whole map has kind of a green essence, which kind of gets annoying because every color kind of looks green and like the light just reflects off the walls a lot, giving everything a green shade. It does get quite annoying after a while, and it does actually bug me more than it should. When you do finally get to the end and you've opened up every single door, there is a jump pad you can buy that takes you all the way back to the beginning. That's actually pretty helpful because by the end it actually is a really long ways to walk. At the end you can also initiate a teleport link that you have to go back clear over to the spawn, which I just use the jump pad. Once you actually activate the teleporter at the spawn area and you go all the way back, if you use the teleporter it actually takes you to Pack-a-Punch. I wonder where I've seen that before. There are a few extra things like a buildable table for the shield and other things like that, but once you get to the end, you've really done as much as you can on this map. You can do the viable ending, which wouldn't be all too hard to work for since all you've been doing the whole game is just saving up points to open doors. This map was a great remake and I'm glad it was made into Black Ops 3 so I could find out about it and play it. I guess that's the video, but before I go, I want to give a shout out to my Twitter, @bman27yt. There's always a link in the description. I guess that the reason why I'm shouting it out is because I always post like when I'm gonna upload things or like when I'm gonna live stream that day. Basically all I really use Twitter for is like memes and stuff, but I usually don't retweet them, so if you don't want to like see memes and stuff, you can still follow my account. But on Twitter usually I'll tweet if I'm gonna make a video that day or like when I'm gonna live stream. I guess that especially since I'm shouting this out now, like I'm gonna actually like always post and like say if I'm gonna upload a video that day or not. If I don't say anything, then most likely it's just I'm not gonna post a video though. My plan is, however, is that tomorrow I'm gonna post a video. I'm not sure exactly what it's gonna be, and then Wednesday I'm gonna live stream. Thursday I'm probably not gonna post at all because I'll probably be busy. Then Friday I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna make like an actual channel trailer this week, so that'll be either Tuesday or Friday. But I haven't really had one since my very first video, but my channel has changed so much and like my voice has too. I don't know, so don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.